Hey guys, finally got around to making a video, first one ever. I'm going to run you through how I currently XP farm on Final Fantasy X. So I won't go into every single little detail, because I know both of you may not want to do the post-game grind like I do, but you know, if the mood takes you or you fancy attempting this, then at least you've got an idea, and if you need more in-depth information, then you know I can always provide that to you. So this is the method that I know. There are probably many other methods and maybe ones that are even better than this, but this is what I run. So I'm going to run the current party of Auron, Yuna and Tidus, and the main aim here is to get Auron and Tidus to die as many times as possible. So first thing you want to do is make sure that your overdrives are set correctly. So for Auron and Tidus, you want Stoic so that they get overdrive every time they take damage, and for Yuna you want it to be Comrade so that when they take damage she gets overdrive. Oops, too far. Then what you need is the equipment. Unfortunately I haven't been able to get triple AP yet for Auron, but I can work. I'll be working on that later. So essentially you can see here the main thing is overdrive to AP. So what you're doing is you take damage, you gain overdrive, that overdrive becomes your experience. And like I said, normally I'd have triple AP as the fourth one there, so that you're actually tripling the XP that you gain. Armor for Auron doesn't necessarily matter, but that's what he's got at the moment. Here you'll see it a little bit better. So Yuna, her overdrive converts to XP again, or AP in this game. She also has double the AP gain and triple the overdrive. So every time someone dies, she gains a ton of AP and is able to level quite rapidly. And then all I have for her is Auto Phoenix, so that you can just insta revive whenever one of the other characters goes down. It just helps keep the party going. There's a ton of other things I could add on to this, but I'm saving my customization items. I'm trying to do different things. And then for Tidus, overdrive to AP and then triple the overdrive. So he's getting 3 times the overdrive every time he dies, and he's converting that to experience. And then here, this is just probably one of my better items. I've just left it on there. So starts auto haste, auto shell, auto protect, and ribbon. Handy for normal, everyday type monsters. Maybe doesn't really add much to this other than maybe haste, but that doesn't matter too much. So that's what I'm going to run. What you need to do is you need to be in Monster Arena, and you need to go ahead and fight. And you need to fight Don Tombury, which... where is the Don? Oh, he might be in here actually. It's been a while since I looked at this. There he is. So, as I said, all we want to do is get people killed, and this is the way to do it. So, he hits Karma, I insta-die. You know Auto Phoenixes. And happy days, that's a huge gain in experience. Then you repeat with Auron. You can see that the overdrives aren't actually increasing. That's because the overdrive is turning into experience. Yeah, Yuna, you don't necessarily want to do much with her. You know, let's pray. Why not? Obviously, like I said, your main aim here is that you want Auron and Tidus to die as many times as possible. Because every time you do that, they're all gaining huge amounts of experience. I wish there was a way I could speed this up, but I can't, so you're just going to have to sit with it a moment. Obviously, you just keep doing this. He'll keep using Karma until he gets close to the team, and then he'll start stabbing you with his little knife. Assuming you don't kill him before he gets to that point, which is entirely possible. And yeah, this is basically it. This is how I grind for some XP. Hopefully by the end of this you'll see just how much XP I gain just from doing this one activity over and over again, and you can see. Well, I'll show you my sphere grids actually afterwards. I know I've sent you pictures before, but I'll actually show you live on here so you can get an idea of how much of the expert sphere grid I have completed. Anthony, I know you said that you don't use the expert sphere grid, but I think even if you just play the game normally, I still feel like you should. You know, even if you just like running the story and not doing anything post-game, having the expert sphere grid is super handy even in a normal game. You can over-level so easily, you can just run the game like super quick. Unless you really want that challenge. Entirely up to you, I guess, but I do like the expert sphere grid. Let me just keep doing this. So yeah, this attack, I touched on it earlier, is based on the amount of enemies you've killed, I think. So again, if you've not really done much of your Kimahri at all, you may not actually get hit for that high amount of damage. So obviously you probably will want to level. If you're going to do this, you're going to want to level everyone, but you may just need to get Kimahri out there and kill a bunch of monsters for him to be able to get hit really hard with the Karma attack. Obviously make sure you have plenty of Phoenix Downs as well. I can't stress that enough. It's easy enough to get post-game anyway. You'll have a ton of money, I'm sure. So you can just keep on buying them over and over again. But the last thing you want to do is run out. When you first attempt this, it's going to be a lot more difficult than what I'm making it look like. You may not have, you know, the weapons and the armors set up how you want. You may have to go out and grind to get the customization items that you need. And actually doing the arena stuff will grant you a ton of very, very useful customization items. So as much of a pain as it is to go around and capture all the enemies, it's definitely worth it if, again, you want to try and do post-game stuff and have it so that you can, you know, take on the Dark Aeons and whatever else. So you can see this is going on for a little bit, which is good. Very, very good. More and more XP for me. Oh, he's in range now, so we'll just start spamming him. With the exception of Yuna, the last thing I want is for her to die, so we'll just keep doing this. You can do other things, obviously you can buff them, whatever, it's entirely up to you. And he's going to go for Yuna, because why not? As you can see, I did survive that. Again, when you first do this, you may not actually survive that. My characters are not, you know, at their peak, but they're certainly strong enough to deal with a few things. Where are you going to go this time? Oh, okay. Just going to hit Tidus. Easy. Not going to worry about healing Tidus or Auron. Obviously, I want them to die. Let's cheer. Why not? Woo! Let's go, team. That's what I imagine she would be saying there. Oops, nearly attacked. I will raise the luck. Why not? I really thought actually he would have died by now. It's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated, but never mind. It's all good. Oh, why Yuna again? kill Tidus. So this bit is entirely down to luck. It's whoever he goes after. I said I want him to kill Tidus, that's why I'm not healing Tidus, but he's not doing it. So right now I'm not actually gaining any extra XP, which is a pain. Because obviously that's the point of this, but for some reason he keeps hitting the person who's not actually attacking him. And again, delightful. He really doesn't want me to show you how much you can gain, you know. You know what? I can't remember what you can steal from him. Ooh, that's quite handy. Let's raise the lock, why not? I really want him to hit Tidus again. Yay! More XP, let's go! He should die. There we go. Actually, I've just realised that armor accessory is probably not helping me here because it has auto protect on there. Don't do that. don't copy me there. Let's make sure we can keep hitting. Surprised he hasn't hit Auron yet. Just loves Yuna. Hey, kill him! Hey, more AP, let's go! I've just realised I've been a fool. Even though I've looked at this twice, I should be setting up things like Sentinel. Don't do what I do here. Use things like Sentinel, because then if he is hitting Yuna, then someone's going to go in and take the damage instead. God, I am rusty at this game. We'll play, why not? It's not going to make too much difference here. There we go. So, hopefully now you'll see a ton of AP gain for me. There you go. Look at Yuna's. Insane. Now that you've digested those numbers, boom, 94 on Yuna, which is fantastic. And Farplane Wind, which is also extremely helpful. What isn't helpful is, as I'll show you now, unfortunately, through doing this stuff an awful lot, my spheres are very low. So I do need to do some grind on that, but I have a few bits and pieces here and there. I was gonna show you guys. So this is Yuna's. Obviously, there are some blank bits you can see, but for the most part, I've almost gone all the way around the expert sphere grid. And it's like this for most people, probably with the exception of Kimahri. Because although I really do like Kimahri, I haven't used him much in this run through. And yeah, here's some of my stats. I can't remember what the max is. I can't remember if it was like 225 or higher. So you can see I've still got a way to go. Luck is terrible. I don't have the spheres yet to go around and pick up the luck ones. You can see, I think there's 2 here. There's 1 there that I haven't got, and there's 1 there that I haven't got either. But I'll get around to that eventually. Obviously, all the abilities and stuff I've been learning, all the different magics. So yeah. And of course with Yuna, that benefits your Aeons. I think Anima's probably one of my best. Or certainly my favourite anyway. I know obviously the Major Sisters are going to be really good as well. But I do love Anima an awful lot. So yeah, that's that. I'm not going to go into much further detail. I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon.